Yeah, well, Peter's had his hair cut in Germany, and we're presently on our way around the site of the Lawn Power Station. Those cooling towers are certainly whoppers, aren't they? We've finally got it to Lacola. Pretty quiet in the middle of the week. Good thing we didn't bring our caravan. So how many slab weekend is this?
4, 5?
This is your first, of course.
That's right, yes. It's light beer. We're going in. I think Keith would be very nervous if I was drinking heavies at this stage of the game. I should have put some cold tea in a scotch bottle so I could chug it when I'm inside.
Yes, yes. Tamboretha Saddles, this location, apparently. What's the elevation? 1,000 metres.
1280 according to the sign.
Okay.
Pretty ordinary camera.
Dimmick's Lookout, up this track. Dimmick's Lookout, it's got pretty good views. Just a couple of the wildflowers. Time to press on. We're only supposed to be 11 kilometres away from the Wonnongatta Valley camping ground, so we thought we'd better head off. Probably take us another 2 hours though to do those 11 k's. Well, as you can see, Ian's global positioning satellite navigation system has got us on the map. We're at Dimmick's where the thing's flashing at the moment. We're going to go to the Zika track and then around to that little teepee called Wonnongatta. We've just arrived at Howard's Hut. One of the cattlemen's huts from long ago. Howard's Hut is looking a bit sorry and tired. How's the game, Mr. Jackson?
How does it go? You guess what this, isn't it?
Oh, it's Jane Fonda's workout.
That's right. Yeah, Jane Fonda never came down here.
So you've been getting any comments from the back of the car?
Some.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly look out for that rock.
Well, according to my watch, it's 6:30 at night. I don't know if that's daylight savings time or not. And we've just come over the Zika Spur track, and it's been pretty rough.
Oh. Time for a beer.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's got to be something like that. It's got to be beer o'clock.
We've got to wash that dust out, haven't we, somehow? The Wonnongatta Valley. Now you can hear the air conditioner going full bore there. It's much nicer inside the car, I tell you. It was about 25 degrees at the top of the ranges, but it's got down to about 30 again. Well, everyone feels like they need a Japanese masseur to walk over their back, fix up those poor muscles. But anyway, it's time to put the tent up. These boys are going to tell us all about the Zika track yesterday because they were the ones doing the driving.
I thought there was a bump in one spot. Did you feel that bump?
I did. I thought actually Dave felt it more than I did.
Yeah, I saw one of the lollies on the dashboard moving.
Yeah.
I think the boys are slightly under-exaggerating the track somehow. What's it like in the wet? Have you done it in the wet?
There's so much rock on the surface that it doesn't bother it much when it's wet. Might be a little bit more slippery, but no, it can be quite soggy and still you can get in or out.
We thought we'd go and have a look at Wonnongatta station next. Yeah, the Wonnongatta cemetery, where a few of the original homesteaders were buried. Well, it's not far from the cemetery to the site of the original Bryce homestead, the people who settled in the valley here. Looks like the Preservation Society has laid out the framework of the building as it used to be. Well, there's a nice cool breeze. It's got to be about 30 degrees up here, maybe even 35. Looks like Ian might be getting stuck here. Oops-a-daisy. He's trying to turn around because we've decided not to go all the way down the end of the valley. And despite the lack of water, it's very rutted. Oh. Oops, there goes the belts. Oh. We seem to have a wheel spinning. No one told us to bring the secateurs for this trip, but there's heaps and heaps of blackberries in this place. Here we are at the end of the day, and it's about 20 past 6. The blowflies are coming out, waiting for their dinner, and everyone's had a dip in the icy creek, and I'm about to have one too. And also picked up a bucket full of blackberries. Anyway, just having a bit of a chat, lounging around. Oh dear, oh dear. How am I going to explain that to William and Kate? You're not going to do it too, are you, Eric?
What's this? I just came up to make the picture look good, Dave.
Oh, I see. I'm doing a wonderful job here. I'm keeping up with the drinking. We're going to reduce the weight in these vehicles for the big trip out tomorrow, you see, to Crooked River.
Put some clothes on.
Hey,
Are you feeling anything like it from the
that's enough.
from the pants up?
That is.
Looks like you got no clothes on.
Viewers, he really does have clothes on.
Oh, dead cow.
Oh, dinner.
yet. Alright. Sure.
Eating under duress. Here we are Wednesday morning, and Ian's tanking up. So how are you feeling this morning, Peter?
How's sound?
Oh, hey, where's that bottle of Cougar gone?
I don't know. Did you drink it all?
Ian's got a bit of a problem. It looks like his battery's a bit low on power there.
The box of tissues there. Tissues. Ah. Just a bit hard starting this morning.
Yes.
Does sound a bit flat, doesn't it?
Looks like it's a jumper start.
I reckon.
Well, success. We reckon we might have flooded it with too much petrol, and there's an additional problem with the gas not getting through from start.
We'll get the other end.
Yeah, well, we'll put these away now. Well, it's been a really good campsite because we've had shade on both sides and the creek nearby. Ian's winding his way around the track and we're eating his dust. Having a wonderful time. Oh, there he is again. Across the little bridge.
There we go. See how good 3 tonne goes on this.
We've been driving along for about half an hour now and we've just come through this the creek here. A nice pretty little spot. But unfortunately, we've got a bit of a problem with the car. There's a shield that protects the gas bottle from rocks and stuff. And it's come loose and made a hell of a noise. So what are we using? Chicken wire to keep this thing up in the air?
Oh yeah, the old Aussie adventure with some baling wire.
The job's done and we're about to get on the road again. And here comes Ian up the hill. We're basically just crawling down this very steep hill here. Here's another one of these washaways. And you don't see the road, and then all of a sudden you see where the track's going again. Yeah. Well, fancy this. We found ourselves a little stockman's hut. I reckon we probably dropped, what, 1,000 feet?
Something like that.
That little drive down the hill then. And had to persuade Peter off his brakes and into a lower gear.
Yeah, the track's in pretty good condition, fortunately, and it's not too rocky. Just reasonably good purchase on the dry track. And it's going quite well. And the last run-off, and we'll be up to where you're parked at the moment. And down again. I've touched the spare tyre on the track in a few of these spots. I'll have to have a look at the tyre cover and see if it's ripped or anything when I get home. And the last run-off, and that'll do it. I might pause as soon as I get on the other side of it.
Well, what do you think of this four-wheel drive caper?
Oh, I could stand a little bit of that there, and a little bit of that.
Well, this is Guy's hut, and it's taken us quite a while to get here. Ian's not far behind us, and he'll be turning down the Sarah Spur track to get here.
We'll just see how much pressure we can let out of this tank. It's been hissing since we arrived here at Guy's hut. I don't know if you can hear that.
I can certainly smell... Oh dear.
That's why we've been having vapour locks in the fuel going up the hill.
Basically the petrol's been boiling. We're just on our way to the Guy's Hut lookout at the moment. It was a hard job, but someone had to do it, didn't they, Peter?
We certainly do. We finally got here. There was a steep climb up these rocks.
Some of these washaways are pretty steep. Ooh, where's the road gone? We've been bouncing around for an hour or so now, and we've made it to this campsite here. 38 degrees according to Ian's thermometer, and yeah, a bit of welcome relief down by the river's edge by the look of it. Yeah, we're just setting up the 80 metre dipole, and Ian's playing, I don't know, a trapeze artist or something or other. There's no one else in the valley besides ourselves. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw some wallabies or whatever tonight, before the sun goes completely. This is what the campsite looks like. And we're just getting ready for the 9 o'clock skid with the boys back in Melbourne.
Go 3 Bravo, uniform post, 3 go 3, BUF, 3 go 3, you go try calling?
Oh, g'day, Helmet. 3 BUF.
It sounds like you've been having a lot of fun anyway. I can read day and let her know, but I just need to know if you mean 1 or 2 o'clock for it seems to be back at the island, or 1 or 2 o'clock for you to be back in space.
Oh, roger. Yeah, that'll be about between 1 and 2 o'clock in Phillip Island, and depending on how hot it is, whether I shoot straight home or drink some of Keith's beer and then come home.
Oh my goodness. How much do you reckon this eel weighs?
£3.
Do you actually eat it?
Oh yeah,
Really?
good eating these.
And what does eel taste like?
It's usually I chop them up into pieces.
I'm not going to have that for breakfast.
Then
No.
parboil them. Just bring the water to the boil and run a bit of fat off them because they are a bit oily, and then lightly fry them. And it is bloody nice. A distinctive taste.
What's this taste like? Chicken or something like that?
Everything tastes like
No.
Well, I've just got out of bed, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
Yes.
What are we doing with this thing?
We are about to skin him.
Ah.
This is one you will not want to miss.
Do you make a belt out of the skin afterwards or something? Hey, that's doing alright.
Well,
There we go.
too easy.
Yeah, we're packing up, and it's our last morning. We're going to head out on the road. They forecast 38 degrees, so it's not going to be a particularly nice trip home, but yeah, it should be quite interesting. We've got our fingers crossed that this thing's going to start this morning. Yay! Success. Well, back to Melbourne via the Billy Goat Trail, and it's going to be a warm day. Hope to get back by about 2 o'clock this afternoon. We're at the junction of the Crooked River and Wonnongatta, and the boys are about to go. Whereabouts are we?
I'll just show that. We left this morning at the racecourse area, right in the middle of the hares there.
Yep.
And we're heading, following this dotty line here. I'll just zoom out a couple of levels and you'll see our destination for today. And Billy Goat Bluff, the bottom of it is down there, about 5 kilometres away. And then it's a 6 kilometre rise. And then we head down towards Valencia Creek, Billy Goat Bluff High, which is the top of that spot. So there's a big climb involved in that.
I'll do a Dorothy.
2 k's from the start of the climb up the Billy Goat Bluff.
In fact, it's 1400 metres.
Wow.
We're here, right on the edge, just the Kingswell Bridge. And from about there, which is 250 metres, to there it's 1400 metres.
Okay. This is steep. There's your seatbelt hanging in there, Ian.
It was all bolted up. Yeah, it comes loose about every 2 years and I just screw it back again.
And that's the road to the helipad, which isn't too far away now. And from the helipad we've got quite a steep climb up to the saddle.
Looks like we're driving over the edge of a cliff here.
Where's this going to take us?
Right to my first gear for the day.
Here's Peter. And that track there in the middle of the picture is where we're heading next.
Just got a bit shook up, didn't it? According to Ian's altimeter, we're at 822 metres and we're climbing to 1400 up there.
Right up the top of that. Does this mean this is the casual part of the drive? That's the helipad where we stopped and had a bit of a rest and a drink a few minutes ago. And what we've got now is an elevation of 1400 metres with about 29 degrees. Time to climb the hill to the Pinnacles Lookout.
The pinnacle of our trip, David.
Ian made a real terrible joke about, I wonder if the technicians take it in turns to do the dishes, as in microwave dishes. Mm. This fire lookout's manned during summer, and it's got a very good view all around. Yeah, if they have to stay overnight, they just camp in this little hut just down the walkway from the lookout here. It really does have 360 degrees view from up here. It's quite incredible. He said that the wind has gusted up to 100 miles an hour up here in the past. And this is where we've come from today, and we've driven up to the helipad there. And then further up the range, the ridge, and right around. Ian reckons that we haven't had enough dust, but yes. Yeah, it's fairly easy cruising now. Did he put his indicator on? We must be back in civilization.